What's going on, guys? Over here. Welcome back to my F1 2016 mod career mode on the 2014 game with the Haas Formula 1 team. We're back for round number 6 today for the Monaco Grand Prix, and you join us in a very soaking Monaco for Saturday's qualifying, but we're not actually going to be taking part. A bit of change of format for this episode, a one-off here in Monaco. We're not going to be qualifying, we're going to be starting from the back of the grid in 22nd place. Now, the reason for that is if you've watched F1 videos in the past year at least, you'll know that around Monaco, unfortunately, the AI can never truly, match you for pace around Monaco, no matter what game it is, 2015, 2014, any of the other games. They can never really do it, because obviously Monaco is a very driver, driven circuit. Obviously, the driver makes up the most time, not the car, and so because of that, the AI never fully can really, give you a race if you qualify right up there. So we're going to start from the back of the grid, 22nd place. It's only going to be a one-off. Next race at Canada, we will continue qualifying as normal. But anyway, here is the qualifying result from that session. So an intermediate session. Nico Rosberg gets pole position, Daniel Ricciardo in second, and Hamilton third, Vettel fourth. So very, very nearly the same as real life with Rosberg and Daniel Ricciardo switched there. Very, very close, 0.015 between the top two drivers. And Romain Grosjean, my teammate, gets 6th place there. Fantastic stuff from him to get 6th place there. And there we go. There, us in 22nd place behind Felipe Nasr, who's done a very poor job. But I'm sure we will gain the places, and hopefully there'll be a lot of action here because, as I said, AI really aren't usually that great around Monaco, so we'll definitely have the pace to try and climb up there into some good points. Lots of overtakes to be done, so it should be a good one. So Rosberg on pole. Obviously the Mercedes very, very far out in the lead at the moment in the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship. But Hamilton has been absolutely blitzing this career mode right now. Very, very different to the real life one, you must say, with Rosberg and Hamilton kind of flipping kind of roles in this career mode compared to real life. But Mercedes as a whole are really doing well in the Constructors. We're third at the moment behind Ferrari, so this is another good chance to bag a load of points to try and maybe catch Ferrari. Obviously rustle the feathers of the big sister team, really, the other Ferrari works team. So anyway, let's go onto the grid for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's going to be a cracker. Right, so here we are on the grid for the Monaco Grand Prix. 39 laps ahead of us from 22nd place. We go to 5 red lights for round 6 of this career mode, and we are off. We're going to take it very, very cautious into the first corner. Remember, we do have realistic damage installed on this career mode, so we're going to have to take it nice and easy. There's already debris flying about. Oh, and surprise, surprise, it's a Sauber. Wow, well, this career mode so far has been pretty okay for realism, We've had a few moments where it's really copied the real life, and here again, we see 2 Saubers crashing there into turn 1, so 100% realistic so far. The 2 Saubers being muppets at Monaco. So up into 20th place already. We've got the Sauber of Nasr there, who's broken a bit of his front wing. We go down around the outside of him. Wehrlein going very slowly, gets pinched by Magnussen there. We just about squeezed through. We've broken a bit of our end plate there, as we were really pinched by Wehrlein, who maybe didn't see us in the mirrors there, but I was fully committed to going through, so we had to just kind of lose a little bit of our end plate there. Hopefully that won't lose us too much downforce. Shouldn't be too bad. On the 2014 game, to be honest, it doesn't really affect the front wing too much. But now we're right on the back of Kevin Magnussen. Can we make a move for 17th place? We go down the inside of that corner, down the inside. What a late move there, and we're up into 17th place. That was so close, and we've made it up in 17th place. So it's only been 2 laps so far, and some fantastic action so far. On to lap 3 now, right behind the German Hulkenberg. Can we make a similar move like we did in Magnussen? Ooh. We thought about it. I thought about it for a second there, but thought better of it. But now we'll make it down the inside of the hairpin. A bit of an Adrian Sutil move from 2012, wasn't it? Where he made so many overtakes into that hairpin. We've made the same sort of move up into 16th place. So much action so far in 3 laps of the Grand Prix gone. Now on to lap 4, right behind Sainz in the Toro Rosso. Can we make another similar move into this section? We love this section at the moment. Down the inside, swing right, down the inside, brake very hard. Just about grazed the barrier there on the right-hand side, and we've made it stick up to 15th place. We're absolutely loving this sector of Monaco right now. We are loving it. Absolutely hooked up. And, we've lost a bit of our end plate there on the left-hand side. I was just about to say, it doesn't really matter what game it is, 2015, 2014, all the old games. doesn't matter what game it is, Monaco is just magical. You know, when you drive it, you just get so into the zone, and I can tell you that in this race, I was so hooked up. I felt so just hooked and dialed in, and I had a bit of tunnel vision in terms of just going for all these moves. And now onto lap 5, we're going to make the move on button. Oh my word, down the inside. It doesn't get closer than that. Down the inside of Jensen Button into Raskas. And we're having a lot of fun in this Grand Prix so far, guys. A lot of fun. I wasn't lying. We just had some complete tunnel vision. Just really got into the zone. Full swing of Monaco. I was enjoying this race so much. So much. So we're into 13th place on lap 11 now. Someone made their pit stop. Rosberg set to 1:14.6 for the fast lap of the Grand Prix. So far, we've done a 15.6. So we're about a second behind him on pace there. But now we've come into the pits one lap earlier, because if you're eagle-eyed enough at the very beginning, my strategy said lap 12. So we've chosen to come one lap earlier, so hopefully we can get some undercut on the Williams ahead of us. And also, I think there was a Renault there of Palmer as well ahead of us. So hopefully we can try and get some sort of undercut. Obviously, it will be kind of closed down a little bit because we have to make that front wing change there. So that'll cost us, what was that, about, I don't know, like 3 seconds almost, 2 seconds on that pit stop. So we're going to have to push quite hard on this outlap to see if we can actually make the undercut work. Right now, out in 17th place, but as you can see, a lot of clean air. So no problem behind us. Kvyat having a poor day in the office in 18th place down there. So just like the real life Grand Prix, he's having some miseries there in 18th place. So we're just going to have to push hard. So now on to lap 12 here. We have been pushing hard. Let's see where we're going to come out as people make their pit stops. We're going to come through, gain the positions. That's Button there. We're up into 14th place at the moment with Palmer ahead of us. And now we cut later on to lap 14 in 12th place. Palmer in 11th. So someone has crashed out the Grand Prix. And oh, there you go. There it is. Safety car has been deployed. So someone did crash out the Grand Prix. So up into 12th place. And there it is. Oh, Verstappen has crashed out. Verstappen has crashed his Red Bull. He's parked it up where Senna famously parked it when he crashed out of the Monaco Grand Prix. And look at that. It's actually a little bit too uncanny how so many things in this Grand Prix have actually been mimicking the real-life Grand Prix. Like Verstappen has now crashed out of the Monaco Grand Prix. We had the Saubers crashing earlier. We had Kvyat doing poorly. It's actually really uncanny. So now that we're under the safety car, not much is happening right now. Just a little side note. You saw there briefly that I was apparently too slow for the safety car. So you guys saw the F1 2016 got announced on Friday. A load of videos came out on the channel, and one of them I spoke about the new mechanics in the safety car, and that won't happen anymore. You won't be told to slow down anymore. But just a little side note, hashtag cheeky plug, that if you have missed any of those videos on Friday, a load got uploaded about F1 2016, the actual game coming out this summer. Go check them out. Start off with the first video, the release date video, and that will take you to the other videos in the annotations. Just a little cheeky plug, I thought, while we're here on the under the safety car. I mean, not much is really happening, but yeah, just thought that's also just an interesting thing to know, that definitely won't be a thing anymore in 2016, that I won't be told I'm going too slowly and the game won't take over for me and speed me up or kind of penalise me because I'm going too slow, because it will just be my fault. So I'll have to go within a delta time underneath the safety car, so you'll be able to do everything. And also I'll be able to get as close as I want to Palmer here, because actually I can't get as close. Like right here on the restart of the safety cars, we cut two laps later on, I can't get as close as I want to Palmer as the drivers do in real life. Look at that. Look at the spaces between the drivers. They don't get that spaced out when the safety car actually starts in real life. So obviously in the 2016 game they're going to rectify that, and you'll be able to get a lot closer. But here on the restart wouldn't have done me much use, because I get a shocking restart to the safety car, and we almost spin out there into the wall. So we're gonna have to watch out for Bottas behind us. Let's compose ourselves and try and catch up onto Palmer now. So onto lap 18, 2 laps later, and we're chasing down Palmer into this sector again. We are really loving this sector right now. He's going a little bit slowly. Can we make a move down the inside? We're gonna have a look at it. We go down the inside side by side with Palmer. Ooh, that is very close on the right hand side. Palmer, I felt nearly probably got squeezed into the wall there, but I just gave him enough room. I didn't do a Kimi Raikkonen. We're all good, and we're in 10th place now. So into the points with about, what's that, like 20 laps to go in this Grand Prix. So right now, it's all really good. So now we can't to lap 24. So it's taken us quite a few laps to catch up to Felipe Massa now. But now we're stuck in this train behind Massa, and I think that's Alonso's McLaren there. And then a car up ahead, I can't really tell who that is, but we're right behind Massa. I think that's a Ferrari, actually, of maybe Raikkonen or Vettel. But we're getting a little bit held up here by Massa, as you can see right into Raskas. Trying to have a look. Massa actually hits the wall here, and we have a little bit of a pinch and a go down the last corner, but we just don't make it stick, and Massa manages to stay ahead with some DRS aid from Alonso as well. Manages to stay ahead of us. You can see the tyres are going off, so a little bit of frustration at the moment. We spent so many laps trying to catch back up to Massa, and now I just can't get past him here, the classic Monaco kind of syndrome. And there you can see as I push through turn 1, I actually lost a bit of my end plate there, just trying to push a bit too hard, try to catch Massa. So I think we might pit this lap, maybe. Let's see what Massa does. He's gonna come in this lap, so we're gonna stay out, and actually, if I remember correctly, there was meant to be some rain coming down. So you know what? This actually may be a good thing that we've done the opposite of Massa, because we can maybe see if we could go till the rain period, I wonder. Maybe we can do an opposite of what Lewis Hamilton did in the real-life Grand Prix. You remember that he stayed out on the full wet tyres and tried to go onto the slicks, or didn't try, he succeeded to go straight onto the slick tyres. But what we're going to do is the opposite. We're going to go onto the intermediate tyres, straight from the option tyres, and not go onto the prime tyre, which will be the soft tyre. So all these guys will probably be pitting for that prime tyre, and we can't till lap 27, and this just confirms my theory. We're into second place at the moment, and Rosberg is in the pits right now, so there you go. We're into first place of the Monaco Grand Prix. Look at the tyres, they're in absolute state, but the rain should be coming. My engineer is pretty damn sure the rain should be coming, so this could be an absolute masterclass of a strategy call. And as we cut onto lap 31, hopefully that is very, very apparent, because you can just about see, hopefully on your screens, guys, the rain is starting to come down. A few little spits here and there on the bottom of your screen. And on the top left, you can see how close it is right now on my worn tyres. Really, really struggling to hold off these Mercedes guys. Rosberg 3/10 behind me, right up my chuff, and Hamilton in third place, although I think he may have just peeled into the pits because he's kind of disappeared from our screen. Yes, he has, but Rosberg gets very close to me. He's tapped me. Rosberg's lost his front wing. What an absolute muppet he has been. Rosberg lost his front wing, tried to go for a move. I don't know what he was doing, but I was going slower into that brake zone because obviously my tyres are worn, and Rosberg is the driver behind. He's the one who has to do all the work to kind of, see the fact that maybe I'm braking later, but obviously there's no brake lights in Formula 1, so it's that's why, these guys are paid so much. Driver skill, and Rosberg really has fucked that up right now, excuse my language, but he's really messed up. Really messed up. So he's broken his front wing, and Grosjean is in third place because Hamilton is pit. So Grosjean could get up into second place. That'd be absolutely freaking fantastic if it's going to be a 1-2 right now on lap 32 in the Monaco. There you go, it is. It's a 1-2 for Haas Formula 1 team right now in the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm sure the Mercedes will come back at us because Rosberg only has to go a few more kind of sectors to go to get that front wing back on. But Ricciardo is also behind Grosjean, so I'm sure Ricciardo will be very strong on pace. But as you can clearly see, we're dancing around Monaco right now. It's very, very damp, and I'm pretty sure it's time for the intermediate tyres. Look at the rear tyres really heating up here as I'm really just losing the grip everywhere. So we slide into the pit lane right now. We're going to put on the intermediate tyres. It looks like Grosjean has stayed out. Yeah, Grosjean is into first place of the Monaco Grand Prix as he stays out. Ricciardo stayed out as well with him. So I'm going to be down to third place, probably going to be lower as people continue on. So everyone continuing on slick tyres, but I personally think it is definitely time for the intermediates, and I think Hamilton thought the same thing because Hamilton pit earlier, literally the corner before Rosberg crashed his front wing, and there goes Hamilton. Speaking of Hamilton, there he is, and he's chasing down the Toro Rosso there. So me and Hamilton both on the intermediate tyres, so this could be a very, very tasty thing. But crucially, we're behind Hamilton, so theoretically, if everyone pits right now, I will be a net second place because Hamilton should come out in first place. So this is going to have to be a bit of work maybe if we want to maybe get back into that first place. Obviously, I'd never thought I would actually get into first place, but with the way the strategy worked, with the rain coming down and us continuing on the option tyres, it just worked out that way. So we're going to try our best. We've got Sergio Perez there behind us, so he's doing quite a good job, just like he did in the real life Grand Prix. And hey, what? Hamilton just pit in. Hamilton was on the dry tyres. Oh, you're got to be kidding me. Hamilton, Mercedes, you guys are an absolute joke. You're an absolute muppet of a team. What on earth have you done there? Mercedes have put Hamilton onto dry tyres. They didn't put him onto inters. And look at that now. We've come out in third place. Grosjean is still leading the Monaco Grand Prix. Ricciardo second place. Ricciardo going very slowly on some very fresh intermediate tyres. We've got the grip right now. We've got the kind of measure of him. Can we try and go down the inside? We're going to have to try it side by side with the Honey Badger. And we've just about got it into second place. And we've now made it again a 1-2. But this time the other way around. Grosjean in first place. I'm in second place. This has been an absolute madness of a Grand Prix right now. On to lap 35. Grosjean going very, very slowly. I'm going to try my best to get the lead of the Grand Prix, but obviously what I don't want to do is hinder his race, because if we could stay in 1-2, me first place, him second, that would be absolutely glorious. But the thing is, look at that. Ricciardo right behind us, 8/10 behind us. We go down the inside of the final corner, just about squeezed through. Please, please, where is Ricciardo? I'm trying to look in the back of my mirrors. Want to make sure that he doesn't get Grosjean. He's looking there. He's got the slipstream, but Grosjean will just about get him there. I've outbroken myself. I locked up on the right tyre. We go a little bit too wide. I've lost... Oh, you're kidding me. I've lost my front wing. I've lost my front wing. I've lost my front wing. We need to pit onto wets. We're going to have to gamble. We're going to have to gamble. It's still raining here very hard in Monaco. I have to change my front wing. I can't continue on for 3 laps without a front wing. We're making a gamble here, lads. We're making a gamble. We're going to wet tyres. I briefly saw on the right-hand side that my tyres were very, very cold. So I'm just going to take a gamble here. Go onto the wet tyres. But, oh, my God. I fucked it up. I messed it up. I lost my front wing on the exit of turn 1 because I was so focused on looking behind me at where Grosjean and Ricciardo was, because I wanted to try maybe fend off and block Ricciardo a little bit to make sure Grosjean got second place still. But in doing so, I locked up, didn't really think about what I was doing on the exit, and bam, lost my front wing. That's realistic damage for you, but... Oh my God, right, so we're 14th place with 2 laps to go. I'm pretty sure the wet tyre's the right tyre, because look at this. The grip levels we've got on the wet tyres, no understeering or anything, and the temperatures are all looking really, really good. So I think this might be the right tyre to be on, because look at this. Rosberg is 13th place, just ahead of us. He's struggling right now, 2.6 ahead of us as we skate around Monaco. Lovely to watch, really, just we dance around Monaco here. But Rosberg going very, very slowly. Lads, this may be a perfect call, actually. We could potentially get right back into this. If everyone is staying on intermediates, we've got 2 laps left of the Grand Prix. If everyone stays out on inters onto the last lap of the Grand Prix, we could be in the money here right now as we really lose the rear end here. Need to make sure we don't crash it into the barriers, Arav. Let's make sure. And Rosberg now, oh, look at this. Look how slowly he is going. We go down around the outside of Rosberg. He's lost a lot of grip there onto the intermediate tyres. I think the wet tyres are the absolute perfect tyre to be on as we nearly try and overtake Bottas around the outside. Now down the inside of the hairpin, and we've got Valtteri Bottas there. And we can see Kimi Raikkonen not too far down the road. So, guys, this is looking very, very tasty. We're now on the back of Kimi Raikkonen and go down the inside of him. Now we try and go around the outside of Perez on Raskas. We do make that move into 10th place. Now Hamilton, the championship leader, on intermediate tyres. None of them are pitting. This is our race to lose and win, perhaps. We're into 9th place. Sainz going very slowly. Look at the amount of grip I have over him. We go around the outside of him. Jenson Button is next. Round the outside of him now. Look how slowly they're all going. I'm just picking them off like freaking amateurs in go-karts. Down the inside of Palmer there into 6th place. Massa will be next. Down inside the tunnel. Bit of dry weather here to help the AI out a little bit. We're up into 5th place. Alonso going dangerously slowly. We break a little bit of our front wing. Push him out of the way because he's going dangerously slow. Ricciardo goes slow into Raskas. We tap him in our rear with our front wing. We go around the outside of him into 3rd. In the last corner. We've got him. We've got Vettel. We're into 2nd place of the Monaco Grand Prix. And it will be a 1-2 for Haas Formula 1 team.
I'm speechless, dude. That's an absolute stunner of a drive. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This will go down in history.
I am actually speechless. I'm actually speechless. What a race. I think that, no joke, that might be the biggest comeback on a last lap that I've ever personally made in a career mode, and that was literally the most tense thing I think I've ever witnessed in a long while in a career mode. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We were from 14th to 1st in like a lap and a half and overtook like 10 cars in 1 lap. What scenes there. A 1-2 for Haas Formula 1 team means that I am now in 2nd place in the Driver Championship, 71 points, 1 point ahead of Raikkonen. Hamilton only gets 1 point there in that Monaco Grand Prix, so he's on 119 only. And the Constructors, we close up on everyone a little bit. 115 points now for Haas, Ferrari 130, and Mercedes only 162. So Ferrari and Haas, big gainers here at Monaco. So really heating up. I think this might be maybe the start of a bit bit of a momentum swing maybe for the Ferrari guys, not just Haas, also for the actual Ferrari team, for them to try and catch that Mercedes team with 162 points. You know, they've been dominant this season so far, much like the real life, obviously. You know, they've been doing the job so far, but I think that may be a bit of a momentum swing because both Mercedes drivers doing really poor. But guys, if you enjoyed that race, I don't know what else deserves a like, because so much stuff happened in that race. So if you did enjoy it, smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I don't know if you guys remember a lot of my career mode races over the years, then tell me. I think that must be one of the kind of most tentative and like crazy endings to a career mode race that I've personally had in a video, I think, if memory serves me right. So that is pretty damn crazy. So if you're new around here, then do subscribe for more videos just like that and more weekly Formula 1 content. I've been aarava. I hope you enjoyed today, and we'll see you guys next time. I need to go lie down off that commentary. That was a post commentary, and I'm actually physically shaking and buzzing after that. That's how you know how crazy that was. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.